Good morning, everyone. I'm G. Shanmuka. Yeah. Today's topic is characteristics of separately excited DC generator. Yeah. Now we'll go to the main. No, we'll go to the basic thing. Now, okay. Actually, these characteristics of the separately excited DC generator are separated by means these are explained in some subtopics. Means it is divided into some topics. Now we'll go one by one, and the first one is magnetic or open circuit characteristics. In this, yeah, the curve which gives the relation between the current and the generated voltage in the armature on no load is called open circuit characteristics of a DC generator. Yeah. Means the curve gives the means in everything in any graph which shows characteristics of anything, it can be shown by a graph in which a curve will be there, and it is the only characteristics, it it is the only one which shows the characteristic of the particular thing what we are wanted to convey. So in this, the curve which gives the relation between current and the generated voltage in armature in the DC generator is called open circuit characteristics of a DC generator. Now the plot of this curve is practically same for the all types of generators, whether they are separately excited or self excited. Means generally I have just said that the characteristic means the graph means anything which shows the characteristic is represented by a graph, and the curve which is there now with us is open circuit characteristics is almost same with all types of generators. Means whether the generator is separately excited or self excited. Now this curve is also known as no load saturation characteristics of DC generator. Means it can be also the characteristic curve, the curve is also called as no load saturation characteristic of a DC generator. Yeah. Now we'll go to the graph how it will be. Means how we'll see how the characteristics means the characteristic curve how it will be. We'll see that. Now if you observe the graph on the y-axis, no load voltage is there, means E naught is there, and on the x-axis field current IF is there. Now these three curves represent the characteristics of an open circuit DC generator. Yeah. Now you can observe that increasing speed when increasing no load voltage and field current. Means as gradually when we increase the field current and no load voltage, the increasing speed also gradually increases, which shows means you can easily observe that in the graph. I think you have got the clarity on this graph. Now basically I have said at the beginning, these characteristics means separately excited characteristics of separately excited DC generator can be explained with separate topics. But in the first topic, open circuit characteristics, next other characteristics, means in these characteristics variable, means these characteristics are taken at the random, means at random they have given. So I'll explain these. Means other characteristics, general characteristics. When the generator is loaded, then the voltage drops due to two main reasons: due to armature reaction, due to ohmic drop. Now I'll explain what is voltage drop. Means you might think that when we increase the load gradually, the voltage will be decreased, but that's wrong. Means we just have to understand the voltage never used to lose its voltage. Means the voltage means the battery or a supply doesn't means never use it to drop its voltage, but rather it will reduce its voltage drop on the particular components, means on load and on load. Okay, now these occurs generally now in DC generator because of first one due to armature reaction and next due to ohmic drop. Now coming to other characteristics, internal characteristics. Yeah, the internal characteristics of a separately excited DC generator is obtained by subtracting the drops due to armature reaction and armature reaction from no load voltage. It is EGVS curve. Yeah, means, yeah, I'll give you an example. No, the internal characteristics of a separately excited DC generator is obtained by subtracting the drops due to armature reaction from no load voltage. Means there will be a particular values for no load voltage, from no load voltage and voltage drop due to armature reaction. Means the subtracted part means, yeah, the leftover part means leftover value of subtracting our voltage drops due to armature reaction and no load voltage is called internal characteristics. Means it does internally, the changes may occur internally is called internal characteristics. Now coming to external characteristics, the external characteristics of a separately excited DC generator is obtained by subtracting the drops due to ohmic losses in the armature from generated voltage. Yeah, you might see little difference between internal characteristics and external characteristics. Now the major difference is, instead of subtracting the voltage drop in the armature reaction, here we are using the voltage drop due to ohmic loss. Yeah, I think you might have got the tip trick. Yeah, now means this is the whole graph, means total graph which shows the characteristics of a separately excited DC generator. Now you can see on the left, on the y-axis, you can see three variables, means no load voltage, generated voltage and terminal voltage. These are the three components which are in y-axis, and in x-axis there is only one component, that is load current. Yeah, now you can see the graphs, you can see the characteristics, means these graphs indicates the characteristics of a separately excited DC generator. Means, yeah, now this brown color graph curve shows the external characteristics of the DC generator, and this pink color curve shows internal characteristics. And you can see this BCD. In this BCD, the distance between B and C is called armature drop, armature reaction drop, and between C and D, ohmic drop. Yeah, you can use this formula for internal characteristics and external characteristics, this and this. So you can use such things. Means I have just seen that there will be some particular values for drop in armature reaction, drop due to armature reaction, and drop due to ohmic reaction. And this is the perfect example for that. Means you can understand the concept just by using only this one graph. And this is enough for the today's topic, and thank you. Yeah.